These three 4K 60-pin connectors are still smooth. Most importantly, this laptop can connect to your home network. This is a new product Redmi released a few days ago. Let's unbox it and see how it performs this time. He came out directly. That's all. Then, the accessories are on this side: a 100W power adapter, a USB-C charger, and a USB-C power cord. The all-metal body has a matte finish, and the side edges are all chamfered, making it very smooth and rounded. It doesn't have that singer feel. I want to emphasize this: it's more of a silver with a hint of blue. I personally think it has a very high-quality feel. There's also a long, narrow riser at the bottom for heat dissipation. The fan is located here. The body thickness is 15.9 millimeters, and the weight is about 1.48 kilograms. I personally think it's quite good for one USB-A 4.2 port, a 3.5 millimeters audio jack, an HDMI 2.1 port, a Thunderbolt 4 port USB-C port. I quite like the keyboard. The color isn't pure black. It has a slightly grayish tint. This one is pure black, and this one is slightly grayish. You can compare them. The gray paired with the silver looks quite nice. The typing feel is also quite good. The 1.3 mm keycaps don't feel unresponsive. The keycaps are also relatively large. I found it quite good for drafting, and the built-in keyboard is sufficient, eliminating the need for an external keyboard. The power button also has a fingerprint unlock function, with a pretty fast recognition speed, almost instantaneous. The touchpad is quite large. It can be pressed down or used for touch-based clicking and swiping, with a very smooth feel, not a sticky one. It's worth mentioning that the F7 key on the keyboard is a shortcut key for Xiao AI Assistant, which features an Intel Core OTRX 7358H graphics card, AB390 graphics card, and EDB storage. It has 32 GB of LPDDR5 memory, with an internal frequency of 9600 MHz, and the official. As for performance, although it's not primarily designed for gaming, it handles FPS games and open-world games without any problems. It's not a gaming laptop, but that doesn't mean it can't play. I use it for his video editing. I tested it, and look at all this 4K footage. There's text, background music, stickers, subtitles, and effects on the timer, and it edits smoothly without any lag. Look at the blurring effect. Now, let's see how many 4K clips it can overlay. This is 3 4K clips at 60 Hz. Really? Still smooth. The preview was also very smooth, and then another line was overlaid. 4. The preview is still working fine. Play it and check. It's definitely correct, especially in terms of workmanship. It plays well, and there are no problems. It's just slightly yellowed on these 4 tracks, and then we'll overlay one more track. 5 items. Simultaneously play. Then let's take a look at the preview. The response is a little bit slower. Can I still stack them? Let's try 6. Let's take a look at the magnolias at this time of year. It's still working, just a little slower. Let's play it again. Yes, it still plays. And this is without any power connection, relying solely on the built-in battery. And please note that the preview I just showed was in original quality, which really puts the computer's performance to the test. There was almost no lag when opening or switching between. The display effect of this screen is quite good. Everyone take a look. The 2.8K refresh rate, 120G brightness, and 500 nits brightness control are more than enough for a 14-inch screen. It also supports Xiaomi's Green Mountain Eye Protection mode. It's quite suitable for daily office work and watching movies. The speakers also feature DTS sound effects. The speaker quality is more than sufficient if you don't like using external speakers. Every density 92Wh battery, theoretically capable of 20.5 hours of battery life. Because of the large battery, it even supports 90W high-power wireless charging system, making it easy to quickly transfer files, videos, and photos. Most importantly, this laptop can be accessed through Mi Home, allowing you to remotely turn it on and off, even when the computer. Now I'll transfer this from my phone. After disconnecting the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, let's completely shut down the computer. Hurry up, the phone is already off. So if you're outside, you can click to wake it up. Okay, the computer is booted up. After booting up, we can control the laptop and manage files. Now, without booting up, we can open the file on our phone, and the computer's hard drive will appear. We can click on it, and all the files will be displayed on it, like the files on the desktop and my computer's hard drive. For example, let's find some music. You can access it directly, and after you're done, you can shut down your computer. The computer is now off. Throughout the entire process, the phone was completely independent and not